No Other Choice is a film, thriller directed by Park Chan-wook. I really enjoy this director. He's one of the first directors I got into to get into Korean cinema in the early 2000s. I've seen everything he's done except for The Little Drummer Girl. But this is a movie about Yoo Man-soo. He is a man who has everything. He's got a nice house, 2 kids, 2 dogs, beautiful wife. Everything's going great, and he's grilling up a delicious meal of eel for his family when he finds out he's going to be laid off. He works for a paper company that gets purchased by an American company, and they lay off 20% of the workforce, and he's one of them. So he has to go to these little weird meetings where he basically has to do self-affirmation stuff. There's a little bit of satire here. However, he does not get hired within the 3-month goal. So it's been almost a year now, and he's really desperate to the point where his family starts to not resent him, but they start doing cutbacks in order to save money because they can't really live the lifestyle that they want. His wife does tennis lessons and dance lessons for the 2 of them. Their daughter does cello, and they'd have the dogs and everything and the mortgage. They can't pay it all off because they're not working, and so his wife starts working, and his masculinity takes a dive until he gets the bright idea to maybe kill the competition literally, and finds out who he's going up against and ways to eliminate them and ways to worm his way into the job that he so desperately wants and the industry he wants. So this movie's really hyped up. It had 100% certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and then it went down to 99. Won some awards. You know, Park Chan-wook is really good, and so is Byung-hun Lee. But I found this movie to be kind of a step down from his other work. It's kind of slow. We don't get our first murder until about 45 minutes into the movie. It's very indulgent in its pacing. I understand that it's based off a book, and they're trying to do a different kind of movie by having a lot more character development for the victims. They feel like characters, but you know, that's something you do for television. In a movie, you need to sort of have things happen a little bit sooner. So there's a lot of like pussyfooting around and him just spying on people and him just sort of almost killing people and just chickening out at the last minute. There's some satire, like there's the self-affirmation groups, there's the ending arc for our main character, the whole job unemployment stuff, masculinity tied to it. All of that's there, but it's very subtle. It's not in your face, and there's only maybe like 2 scenes that were really hair-raising and really thrilling. The rest of the movie, however, is kind of tame and generic. I mean, it's basically just him doing a couple of murders spread throughout a film, and there's some really good cinematography and production design for the houses and all the buildings and some of the stalking scenes, I guess. But overall, the movie just doesn't really go gonzo enough in terms of satire or black comedy thriller elements. A lot of the murder stuff is kind of done off screen or sort of just tame. It just definitely feels like he's holding back or something because he wanted to make a tasteful murder movie. But besides some really cool imagery at the end, there's not a lot going on here. The movie's pretty long, and overall, I mean, it's still enjoyable. I will always watch a Park Chan-wook or Byung-hun Lee movie, but I just felt this one it wasn't daring enough. So I give No Other Choice a 6 out of 10.